As soon as you type in how to sell on eBay, on Google or YouTube, you will see the insane amount of information out there, and it's overwhelming. There are so many sources of information, from blogs to videos, that can just leave you feeling clueless and lost and with no clear starting point. We know exactly what you're going through. As an e-commerce data company, we analyze thousands of sellers on a daily basis, and we also monitor their journey. One seller that is standing out is KW Enterprise. This guy is making $40,000 in revenue in 30 days. Wait, let me show you. And with this video, our goal is to take you by the hand and show you every single aspect, every little detail you need to know when start selling on eBay. And once you finish this detailed video, you will know exactly how to start selling on eBay and make $1,000 per day in revenue, just like KW Enterprise. And just so we know, this video leaves nothing out. We're going all the way and revealing to you guys the actual strategy that KW Enterprise is using to grow every day. And learning from a seller that makes $40,000 in revenue in 30 days, which makes an annual revenue of $480,000, is a good idea, okay? And these best practices of KW Enterprise are in this guide. All you have to do is to watch and follow. So here's a breakdown of what we're gonna cover: product research, picking a supplier, cash flow, building your eBay store, listing products to your eBay store, and at the end, I'm gonna give you a pro tip. Before we move to the juicy part of finding winning products, I need to show you guys what makes a good winning product. And what better way to do that than to show you guys some examples of products KW Enterprise is selling. So let's jump to my computer right now. KW Enterprise has made $40,000 in sale earnings in the last 30 days. Now remember, this is not the profit, but the revenue. We can calculate the profit once we find the profit margin of the seller, which I'll show you soon. And we can also see here that he has 896 active listings, which means that this seller is selling 896 items from his eBay store. And the average product price is $17.56. Now, this is very interesting because the products that he's selling are not high-ticket items, which is great news for people that want to start wholesale but don't have much money. And now, when it comes to competitor research, in other words, looking for products of our competitors, we want to follow this criteria when wholesaling. We want products with high demand, at least 10 to 15 sales in 30 days from a high demand niche. So let's take a look at the best selling product of KW Enterprise. And as we can see here, the first product is this one. It's the 8-inch 1000 watts wireless portable FM Bluetooth speaker heavy bass sound system party. So it's a Bluetooth speaker. Okay, and in the last 30 days, he sold this item 113 times. And since he listed this product, he has sold 4,500 times. Okay, with the current price, $34.99. Okay, so this product right here is a product with high demand. How can you check if the niche of this product is also in high demand? Well, you can use the product research tool to validate the last 30-day sales like this. It's very simple. We copy like a keyword that describes the item. We can see that it's clearly a Bluetooth speaker, right? It's a Bluetooth speaker. He's selling as a Bluetooth speaker. Although we can see here's a karaoke as well, but the seller is using the Bluetooth speaker on his title. And then you come here to the product research tool, and then you paste this here and search. And now we can see here that just on eBay.com, this niche has generated over $66,000 in the last 30 days with 1,600% sell-through rate, which means that on average, each listing has sold 15 times. We can also see that here in the pie graph, KW Enterprise is biting a chunk of 12.7% of this total revenue right here, the $66,000. $100. We can see that this niche has high demand. Don't you agree? And also, the product that KW Enterprise is selling touches a specific sub-niche within this niche, because there are not many people selling these types of karaoke Bluetooth speakers. So KW Enterprise ends up on the top search results with pretty low competition. He's right here already. We checked the boxes of the demand on eBay. The product and the niche are doing very well, and we also understood the selling angle of KW Enterprise with this product. Now let's check out the 5-year trend on Google Trends, because this can help you understand the year after year trend and learn when is the best time to sell this type of product. So you go to Google Trends and then you type Bluetooth speakers like this right here, and then you choose United States in the past 5 years, and then you see the graph, the interest over time. The interest increases twice a year, increases during June, May, June, and then at the end of the year, November, December. So it's half of the year, like summer and December, which makes a lot of sense, as during summertime people hang out more outside, and during Christmas time people are buying these products as gifts, correct? So this was all about competitor research and how to validate product and niche demand with Zik and Google Trends. Now the second method is to search for a niche and find a selling opportunity. Because when picking a niche, you have to decide if you're going to sell seasonal products which are popular at a certain times, or evergreen products which sells well all year. To do well with seasonal products, you have to start selling them at least 2 months before the holiday. Think of money as flowing water. Money flows at different times, like during Valentine's Day or summer. So you have to get ready before these times, and you will make a lot of money. This way, you will learn which products sell best. You need to be where the money will flow next, not chasing after it. And if you're trying to prepare for Christmas right now, you are too late. Let me show you an example. To find and validate seasonal products, do this. Let's jump into Zik Analytics Market Insights tool, and let me show you. So here we are in Zik's Market Insights tool, and then you look right here in the right side, right column, and then you will see the e-commerce calendar. Now here you can see the pending days for the upcoming seasons and holidays such as Christmas, Chinese New Year's, as you can see here, Christmas, Chinese New Year's, and Valentine's Day, and so on. And for each important holiday, Zik will provide trending keywords for that specific holiday. As you can see here, we have 91 days to Valentine's Day, which is a good margin to start selling these products into our store. And then Zik provides the trending keywords, and with a simple click it will analyze this niche on Zik's product research, just like this. And by the way, the Market Insights tool is available on all plans. Okay, so getting back here, and then you have all the information of this niche love bracelet. But now if you want to go for evergreen products that are selling well throughout the year, the entire year, then you can use the trending eBay niches. Let's go back here, right here on the left side, and these are the trending eBay niches in the last 30 days in ebay.com. Of course you can change your locations, but in our case it's ebay.com. and then you see the keywords right here, and you can go ahead and click the niche. For example, waterproof outdoor string. You're going to see this niche, and then you'll be able to dive deeper to find what products are selling best. And of course you scroll down here, you see the products. And just a quick note that I'm selling on eBay, and my business model is wholesale, and I'm using Alibaba as a supplier. So doing all this research with this criteria in mind, it will allow you to find good products, and it won't take you too long. You just have to ensure that you find quality stuff with either of these research methods. So make sure that the product check all boxes. Now once you guys have the niche and the product figured out, it's going to bring us to the next crucial point in this whole video, which is going to be finding out the right suppliers for your product to ensure that you don't get scammed, to ensure that you have good pricing and all that stuff, to eliminate all the headaches for you guys. Okay, so let's go over that right now. So let's go ahead and source KW's Enterprise's Bluetooth speaker that we talked about. It's right here. But since we're talking about wholesale, Alibaba is a great supplier. But now within Alibaba, you have to make sure that you find the right supplier so you don't get ripped off. And with Zig's Item Finder, you can find the same or similar products that KW Enterprise is selling. So we go here with the Item Finder, we click like this, and then Zig Analytics is gonna find similar products on Alibaba. As you can see here, already found a few options for us. But a reliable supplier on Alibaba is one that consistently meets or exceeds your expectations in terms of product quality, pricing, communication, and delivery. And this is what we're gonna cover right now, okay? We're gonna cover navigating through Alibaba from the Item Finder. We're gonna evaluate suppliers. We're gonna contact suppliers. We're gonna do ordering, testing products, and also negotiating with suppliers. So let's go to the first step, navigating Alibaba from the Item Finder. So I already clicked here, and then we see these suppliers right here. So let's choose one of these suppliers just for the example and also as a starting point of our research. We can see here that this seller, this manufacturer, has 15 years in Alibaba. We can click here and then we can verify. Suppliers in Alibaba, they have to pay a membership to be listed on Alibaba.com. So those with a longer history on the platform generally are more trustworthy. Look for suppliers that offer trade assurance, which is Alibaba's own payment protection service. Also, choose suppliers with a verified badge, which means that their business has been inspected by a third-party company, adding that extra layer of assurance, okay? Now, let's go over this one. For example, it shows a lot of certifications, why choose us, a lot of information here, okay? It's also good to see like photos of the factory and things like this if they have. You can see some videos of the company, how they work. Okay, so it's like it looks pretty reliable, has been 13 years in the industry and so on. But if you go back here to the product, let's compare here with our product, okay? It's very similar. It comes with the little remote control, but of course it's a little bit different. It's not exactly the same. As you can see here, the back is different. But the problem is here that the minimum order is 299 pieces and it's for $15. So that's too expensive for what we're looking for. But what I recommend also to do is to come here and click, for example, search on the bar 8-inch Bluetooth speaker. And then maybe you can also add like karaoke, because clearly it's a karaoke box. And then you scroll down here and then you start seeing other options. Look at this one, for example. This one is 8 inches, $8. The seller has been here for 15 years and it's not the exact same product, is it? Let's look down here. More information about it. Look, there are different models. And then what I'm looking at is that actually this is a different model and the price is pretty good. It's $8. Now, of course, that's without shipping and everything, but I just want to say something here that from all these models, this one right here is the most similar to ours. It comes with the remote control as well. It's the same remote control, the same microphone. But I'm seeing something different here. I'm seeing that this is 1,200 watts. So here we found this very similar music box to our competitor, but much better because our music box has 1,200 watts instead of 1,000 watts. And the model that we're looking for is this one right here, the RX 8100NL. So the manufacturer, as we saw here, has 15 years on Alibaba. So you can bring something better than your competitor for the same price or even less than what he's getting. But now we have to get in touch with our supplier and we have to ask for this specific model, right? I believe all of these, they're like the same price. It's not going to be much different because they're all the RX series, okay? They have all the same features and everything. It's just the layout's different. So I don't think it's going to change the prices. Now, let's contact the suppliers. To contact suppliers, you must first sign up on Alibaba.com, create an account, and you don't have to have a registered company to sign up. Individuals can also create an account. And once you found the supplier like we did here, you can contact them by clicking here, contact supplier. And you just get in touch with them for the first time. There's a template which I normally use. I'll leave this template in the description down below. And then you paste here, and basically he asks for like basic information before proceeding. And there's also the quantity here. So let's talk about ordering and testing products, because the goal here is to order small quantities from 5 to 15 pieces to test the product's quality and market response. Normally I would write here sample order of 5 items. Then we can change here 5 items, but also in this specific case, we do have to mention that we're not looking for this model F. We're looking for one L. So this is what we need in this specific case. Okay. And then you send an inquiry, and from there you start negotiating. And then if the test order sells well without any issues or complaints, then you have to consider placing larger orders. In the case that we're talking here, this sums up to normally $40 for these 5 products, these 5 units. And then from my personal experience, each product would cost about $14 because it would be more or less $6 of shipping to United States. But then again, you always have to negotiate with your supplier because they already expect a negotiation to happen. And during this negotiation, remember to ask strategic questions about payment methods like PayPal, trade assurance, product warranties, lead time for larger orders. And I also recommend informing the suppliers that they're being considered among multiple options. Like this, you encourage them to respond quickly. Now, remember that you don't necessarily have to reach to manufacturers overseas. You can also find local suppliers. But I do have to say that it's very hard to compete with manufacturers from China because they offer the best prices. But in any scenario, choosing the right supplier means you got someone you can trust to give you the good products at a fair price. This is super important because it means that you will always have something to sell to your customers and you will know that it will be good quality. So it's basically like making sure that you have all the right pieces to start a puzzle. Now, there's more to running a business than just having good products to sell. Now, we need to think about something called cash flow. But first, what is cash flow? It's the movement of money in and out of your business. It's like the flow of water in a river, but instead of water, it's money. It's like this, money coming in flow. This is the money that you receive, like when customers buy your products on eBay. It's like water flowing into the river. The second part is the outflow, is the money going out. This is the money you spend, such as buying products from China, paying for shipping or eBay fees. It's like water flowing out of the river. So having a good cash flow means that you have enough money coming in to cover the money going out. It's important because even if a business is making a profit on paper, it can still run into trouble if it doesn't have enough cash at the right time to pay for. So let's figure out how much money you need when you're making $1,000 a day in sales. Okay, we're going to use this product as an example and look closely to KW's Enterprises profit margin. This will help us understand how much money is needed to keep a good flow of cash into the business. Okay, so we have KW's Enterprises speaker right here, and as you can see, is everything. I filled everything out already. The item cost is $14 according to our calculations. The eBay fee is $12 12.9. I placed here shipping cost from eBay of $5, and you can see here that the profit margin is 32%. What about our product? What about if we sell a better product like we saw for a cheaper price? So instead of $34.99, we sell for $29.99. So let's make this calculation together. Okay, so our product cost is $8 sourcing from China. Shipping cost to your garage in the United States is $6. The total cost per item is $8 plus 6 is $14. So $14. Now we have to make the profit calculations with eBay fees. So stay with me here. So the total cost per item is $14. The eBay fees is 12.9. Okay, percent of selling price, and we're just gonna sell this for $29.99. So 12.9% of $29.99 is $3.87. Now the net selling price after eBay fees is $29.99 minus 3.87, which is $26.12. And the profit per item after eBay fees is $26.12 minus 14, which is $12.12. Now, I know it's a lot of calculation, but wait, let's calculate the profit margin with eBay fees now. So we basically take 12.12 divided by $29.99 times 100, and it's 40.41%, and that's a really good profit margin. We're talking about 40% profit margin right there. Now let's get this information and let's think about achieving $1,000 per day in sales in cash flow calculation. Okay, so we just calculated the profit of selling the Bluetooth speaker at a selling price of $29.99 and with a 41% profit margin. Now, assuming that our average selling price in the entire store is $29.99 and our average profit margin is 41%, here is the calculation of how much cash flow you need to be able to sell this amount for. So let's go like this. So it's a daily sales target divided by the selling price. So $1,000 divided by $29.99, which is 33.3 units per day. In conclusion, to make $1,000 per day in sales, you need to sell 33.3 units per day. All right, so the daily inventory cost is cost per item times the number of units. So it's $14 times 33.3, which is $466 per day. Now let's calculate the cash flow for a month. So assuming that you operate 30 days a month, your monthly inventory cost would be 30 times 466, which is $13,980. Now, taking consideration that you have stocking period of 60 days from placing an order till the product arrives at your garage, it means that you always have to buy stock 65 to 90 days ahead of time to be sure that you never run out of stock. So we suggest you to hold inventory for 90 days, which means that you will need a cash flow at least of 3 times $13,980, which is $41,940 for initial investment, and then you can restock with the smaller quantities, ordering products every month. Remember that this is a calculation based on a product that costs $14 per item. And now if this exceeds your budget, it's not a problem at all. You can still use this calculation and workflow, but with cheaper products. Now, getting your cash flow right is really important. It means that you know how much money is coming in and going out of your business. And this is a big step, and it helps you keep your business strong and ready for what's next. Now that you got all your money sorted out, it's time to focus on the next big thing: setting your eBay store. And this is where all your hard work with money helps you start selling. Creating your eBay store isn't just about putting things online. It's about making a place where customers like to shop and keep coming back. So let's take a look how to make your store really good for your customer. Okay, let's jump here into my computer. Okay, so the first step is to go to ebay.com and open an account. And if you're new, you can list up to 25 items for free. And then after you grow, there are different plans based on how many items you list and so on. You can also start selling from your personal account if you already have one. We come here, you put all the information. All right, and there we have it. Okay, this is our new store now. But before listing items, we need a store name. Don't think too much. Just go to ChatGPT and write this. Give me 10 catchy names for my eBay store. I'm a wholesaler selling products from different niches. And then you have all these ones. And from all these names, I like this one the best, All Niche Depot. And then to change name, you go to account settings, personal info. You place it here, All Niche Depot. Then you save. So, and once your account is set, you can customize your store. You can add a logo, and you can create a logo using Canva, free to use. Check it out. You come here to Canva and then you type eBay logo template like this, and then you can choose one of these templates. It could be, for example, a simple one such as like this one. And then you customize this template like this, and then you just export, and then you click this little sign right here and you just upload your photo. And then we already have our name, our logo, and now something else is missing, our description. And then we can also ask ChatGPT, write me a short text description for my eBay store. I sell different niches, and I think this is already long. You can ask to make it shorter like this, and then you copy and then you paste to your store, right, like this, and save it. And there you have it. Stay tuned for a bonus strategy at the end of this video, which will help you make your eBay store closer to the $1,000 day goal. So there you have it. You've set up your eBay store, and that's a big step, but setting up the store is just the start. Now you need to fill it up with the things that people can buy. So the next step is to put your products on eBay. This part is all about showing people what you have for sale, and we'll go through how to list your items so they look appealing and are very easy for customers to find. And we're going to use the product that we found in Alibaba as an example. So the first thing that you do is you come here on my eBay and then click selling. All right, and then list an item, and then they ask, tell us what you're selling, and then you say Bluetooth speaker already. Do you find any match like this? And then you say no, continue without a match, and then it's new product, and then this is it. Now we're going to fill all this information together. So the photos, we basically take the photos from your supplier website until you get the product yourself, right, in your garage, and then you can take better photos of it and upload, right, even better photos than your competitor. So wait, let me just upload the photos here of our supplier for now. All right, so for now, just put these two photos for reference. Let's move to title, item title right here. And if you want to sell your items, they have to have optimized titles. And what do? Well, you go to Zik Analytics Title Builder. Okay, so this is the title from the supplier, which we are not going to use. What we're going to use is the title from your competitor. So basically you choose two keywords that describe the item. In this case, it's Bluetooth speakers, okay? And then you're going to have two columns, the long tail keyword ideas and the generic keyword ideas, okay? So basically the long tail keyword ideas are the words that people normally type on eBay when they're looking for this product. We come here. The trick is to go to your competitor's title, place it here, and then you start to take unnecessary keywords out of the title. But the first thing I would do is I would just update here, because our product, it has 1,200 watts instead of 1,000 watts. So looking at this, what I would do is just to change a little bit more, I would remove sound. Okay, as I can see, that sound is not here, demand's not so high, and then I would add some of these words that I don't have yet. So loud, for example, what if we place loud in the beginning of the title? So we do have a loud 8-inch, 1,000 watts, and so on. So this is a really good title. Copy to clipboard, you go to your listings, and then you type here already, and then you have the item category here, which is already filled up. Consumer electronics is correct. Then you have the item specifics, where you will fill this up according to your product. Okay, you get all the information from your supplier, and you go down here, new conditions, and you have the description. Now you don't have to think too much about this description. Okay, you can also use ChatGPT. First thing you do is you go down here to your supplier, you copy the product description, you go to ChatGPT, and you ask to optimize the description like this. Can you write me an appealing product item description for this product I'm selling? It's allowed, and then I just paste here our title and include this information that we just got from the supplier. And then check it out, how beautiful ChatGPT works out. You see, with all the information here, and then you go over it and you do a little tweak. For example, we don't have to put the exact model. You copy it and then you paste to your list like this. I'll just remove here like this and then remove. Now it looks very clean. Double check all the information as always, and then you go to pricing. In pricing, you have two formats: auction, buy it now, and then the price that I'm suggesting is $29.99, which is very appealing, and the quantity is five units, right? It's the minimum order that we will get from our supplier. And then you can allow offers. I will not do that. And for the shipping method, of course, if you're using a fulfillment center, it's different. But in our case, we are thinking about shipping this out from our garage, correct? So you get all the information here, the package weight and package dimensions from the supplier, and you can already calculate the domestic shipping, okay? And what I recommend to do, just like our competitor does, is free shipping. So basically you add the cost, let's say it's $5 to ship this to anywhere in the United States, and then you include that in your price. So when you're selling $29.99, you're already including $5 of shipping within, but your customer doesn't know that and believes it's free shipping, and everyone loves free shipping, correct? Then you have your preferences, and then you have promoter listings, which I support. I think it's a good idea to have promoter listings, and you only pay when your item sells through a click on ad. So I would add this for sure, and I would list it, and that's it. Now let's move for the bonus strategy that can help you get closer to your $1,000 day goal. Now, it's called the similar product method. And what is this method? How does it work? Why is it so effective in increasing profits? The idea here is to take a winning product that proves to sell in your store or even the competitor store and bring similar products to them, writing on their titles. Now this way you will get more items on the top of the search results. So when a user searches, for example, Bluetooth speaker, now that user will not only see one listing from your store but multiple. So let me show you with an example on how KW Enterprise is offering similar products and dominating the search results for the keyword Bluetooth speakers. When you scroll down here, you can see that KW Enterprise has 7 similar products in the Bluetooth speaker niche. Now they're all similar. Some of them are the same product but with different titles, different photos, and so on. So for example, you look here, this is the product that we looked at, and then check out the title, Heavy Bass Sound System, and you go down here to the next one, and then this is loud portable Bluetooth speaker, okay? And then you have here 3000 watts dual subwoofer portable speaker, and then he adds like auxiliary LED FM. So basically these two products are very similar, correct? Very similar, and with different titles. Now let me show you something very interesting. So he's selling the same product, but check it out, the first photo is different and the title is also different, correct? And the price is also different. So he's testing out this in the market. And you scroll down here and you have similar products as well. So let's just sum up all this information. As you can see, KW Enterprise is a very smart eBay seller who is successfully using the similar product method. Okay, and to sum it up, this is what he's doing. All right, number one, he has lots of choices. So instead of just 1 or 2 listings, KW Enterprise has many listings in the same category. So this gives buyers more options to choose from. The second important thing that he's doing here is that he has different looks and details. So each product has its own title, photos, and description. And he's not just repeating the same thing. It's about showing the products in different ways. And this helps him to find out what buyers like best. For example, he can even sell the same product for a higher price if all these optimized information works better, right? Which leads to the third point, which is seeing what works best. So by having many listings, KW Enterprise can see which ones people like more. Do they like, ones with the better pictures, with the optimized title? So it helps him make all his listings better. And the last thing is that he gives more chances to be seen. So for example, with more products listed, KW's Enterprises store shows up more in searches. This means that more people are seeing his products. So basically, it's like having lots of fish lines in the water, increasing the chances of catching a fish. And a lot of successful sellers who are making profits are people who are using the similar product method. We hope that you can apply the simple yet effective strategy, because this upcoming year is set to be full of opportunities in the e-commerce industry with growing consumer demand. So to learn more, check out our playlist that is specifically built out for sellers who are starting out. Link here, the link's gonna be up here. Keep moving forward and see you next time.